What's up? I gotta give a shout out to one of my favorite shows ever, especially over the last 20 years, Dexter. Been on the Dexter binge. You know what's funny? Watched the show all the time from '06 to 2013 and then watched it again. But then I hadn't watched it for a few years and it was just like an old friend. And then like a couple weeks ago with Christmas around the holidays, I was looking to see what was on, couldn't find nothing. And the Dexter thing was on again and I was like, that's like an old friend. Dexter is a show about a forensics blood spurt expert who happens to be a vigilante killer on the side part time. Has a sister, ends up getting married, has a son, and has many compelling stories. You know, trying to trace his roots to his adoptive father and how that's the seed was planted and how it's really captivating. He's in Miami, South Beach, and it's very alluring and he wants to get rid of the crime, which he feels doesn't happen quickly enough in the way the department rolls. So he takes it upon himself as a vigilante. And it's always was a compelling story. Jeff Lindsay, who wrote the books and everything, if you get a chance, they are, I remember Barnes and Noble reading them. Very compelling. Very compelling. Now, my only knock against Dexter is the way the season ended, season 8. That was always like, between that one and the Sopranos ending, I'm thinking, man, y'all did a disservice with that ending. But I wouldn't mind if they brought back Michael Hall and brought the original cast back and did a reboot, or if they came up but with the original. I wouldn't want anyone else playing Dexter because I hate reboots. They're cornball, and they're not. They're not authentic to what you want to keep it in your imagination. But this show truly was chilling, blood, gore, and sex and tension and violence, but yet it was very modernized. Some great. The cast was always intriguing. Um, Now this I pick on Laura Velez, who was LaGuardia, the she had the role detective and lead detective, but also she was a I can't think of my title right now, whatever. But anyway, let me go back with Laura Velez because when she was New York Undercover, and to see her playing these roles in the cop authoritative nature, was something compelling, and I always dug her. So, it was a very scientific, groundbreaking, mind blowing, mind chilling show. The music was very captivating, chilling, haunting. The way Dexter would take them to the table, get the glad bags. To this day, whenever I see black glad bags, I'm saying there's some Dexterism going on because it becomes part of your mental lexicon, you know. And it was definitely one of them shows that caught my attention. Wasn't nothing else like it, you know. And I really thought it really kind of stood on its own island. Um, and it definitely was very scientific, very well thought out, very highly intelligent, highly skilled, and functions at a very high caliber but vulnerable presentation. I thought the first 4 seasons were incredible. Like most shows, you have like these peaks and valleys. I thought the ice cream truck driver killer, because that happened to be his brother who messed with his adopted sister, which was crazy. That whole thing was crazy, and that was compelling, you know. And then John Lithgow's character, who was the church going local guy, and they had some really compelling episodes and characters and plots and just so many different dynamics going on and how he was able to get back just in time. Only a handful of people kind of caught on to how he was. Him and Dokes was classic. I love the racial makeup and the way they broke that down, and they blended without being heavy handed about being diverse. That it just was straight up a compelling show. And it didn't apologize, but it did what it did. So it had a lot of interesting characters and developments and just a lot to take in and digest. But one of my favorite shows of the last 20 years, I think it's one of my top 5 shows. Because I can watch Dexter pretty much not all the time, because it's but them first 3 or 4 seasons, oh yeah, they was on point. They was on point. And I think season 7 was tight, but I didn't like the way season 8 went out. Him and his sister had a really crazy chemistry, and they ended up marrying in real life. And briefly, Michael Holmes' character and her, but um, just a great cast, very compelling show. And I guess I would ask anybody out there who else likes Dexter, what was your favorite seasons? Why do you think that the show um, could come back as a movie right now? Would you like to see it come back again, or do you just like to just leave it like where it was? And how you feel about the complexity of it, the nature of it, and the greatness of it, how it's all shaped and formulated. So feel free to give me your thoughts and takes about the TV classic show Dexter and the memories of it. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and let's talk about the show Dexter. Because I think it's still a compelling show. And watching the reruns, and it's hard to believe it came on 14 years ago and it had been off the air for like 7. So, anyway, have a great day. Peace.